What's going on, guys? Jared here, Dex and Dice, Ramblings of an LGS Owner. I know, another video so soon. Who could have thunked it? Um, but there was an interesting comment on the last video about, is magic dying or whatnot. And it was, that magic is generational. That we will probably see Magic 50th anniversary, but after that, who knows? And, my initial thoughts on that were, like, yeah, okay, sure. You know, I guess like on a base level, I can agree with that. On a base level, I can kind of agree with that. 20 more years does seem viable. And then there was another person that said that they're an older person, been playing since I don't remember, like 95, 99, something like that. But that his child did not have any interest in the game whatsoever. And like mine, I taught mine how to play a long time ago. He doesn't really show any interest in it. Um, we talk about playing all the time, but then we never get around to playing because he's always playing video games with his buddies. I'm honestly just fucking zapped from uh, life, and I'm 41, and you just get run down as time goes, but you keep on chugging. But the point with that is like, I guess I didn't really think about it being generational, because people my age that grew up with it, um, we are kind of the middle of the pack. Like, we didn't have money to go blow on it growing up. Now that we're grown people, we have grown up money, so we're buying stuff and have been for probably, let's see, I'm 41, so I can only imagine that probably people started reliving their childhood nostalgia in their 20s, 25, maybe early 30s or something, with, I have an adult job, I can actually afford this hobby now and go. But like after that, what really does happen? Because even though, yes, I do see younger people come into the shop and play, like there's a dude who brings in his three kids and he has taught them how to play. So like right there's a replacement value of two, because like once he gets out, there's three of them, so you've got two extra ones that he taught how to play the hobby. Now, there's no guarantee that they're going to continue that hobby, just like there's no guarantee that the father will continue playing until he keels over either. So, like, it is what it is there. But I just thought that was a pretty interesting point, to where it's like it's generational, and like I said, on a base like face level, I do agree with that. I just think that there's enough younger younger people coming in to take things over. It might not be like a exponential like replacement value or whatever, but I think there will be enough replacement of older players with newer ones, even if, like I said in the video, even if it is only for that 3 year time span, which realistically it probably is more, will probably dwindle more down to like a 2 year lifespan. But I think there's enough replenishment, replacement, whatever you want to call it, to keep it going past the 50th. Now, with that being said, though, what really does happen after that? Does Magic see a drastic fall, which kind of seems to maybe be where it's going? And is it only Magic that sees a drastic fall in player base? Because, let's be honest, it is mostly people around my age, give or take, 5, 6 years or whatever, that are keeping most of these TCGs up and going. Um, and after, like, we'll say another 20 years, when I'm 61 and I don't know, maybe I'm tired of dealing with everything, and I give up or whatever, you know. It's like, man, I've been doing this, I've been working since I was fucking 12. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. I just want to watch paint grow, I mean, watch grass grow or paint dry, you know. Like, what happens to all TCGs when that inevitable life milestone happens? Is there really going to be enough new blood in any of the TCGs that are currently here or trying to start up to where they're going to blossom again or survive or, you know, maintain, whatever you want to call it? It's a really interesting question that, like, I guess I didn't really think that far into the future about. And I'm pretty sure most of them haven't. It's probably on like the back burner to like figure it out at a later date. Um, like when they maybe start actually noticing numbers decline, maybe they'll reach into the back of the fridge and pull out the you know, most of our people are dying, so how do we replace them kind of thing. Um, but yeah, I thought that was a really, that was a spot on, like, really good comment that spurred this video. And it's going to be a short video because there's not really a lot to elaborate on that, but it really made my brain go, like, you know, are even hobby shops like this going to be viable in 20 years when most people are just, there's not enough people to like carry it, you know? Is it an inevitably going to have to go strictly online, which distros hate, but is it going to be one of those things where if distros want to stay in business, they've got to kind of, you know, adjust with the times too, because who in their right mind is going to open up a shop if there's only going to ever be 10 people that come in at one time ever, you know, when everything, it will say everything else migrates to digital or whatever, and there's just like the the boomer group, whatever it might be at that point in time, still holding on to physical media, you know. It's an interesting thing, and I'd like to know what the hell you guys think about it. So just, you know, let me know, comment, all that good stuff. Share the video. I think it's an interesting and worthwhile conversation to have. Um, so yeah, again, that's it. That's all I got. You guys have a good one. Remember, life is not a dick. You don't have to take it so hard, and you're a trash can, not a trash can't. And I'll talk to you guys later in another couple of days or whenever something sparks my interest to do another ramblings video. But you guys be safe out there. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hope you have a decent, you know, uneventful work week next week. Take it easy, guys.